Hi, I'm Meredith. I'm a fifth-year senior on the women's lacrosse team here at High Point University. Coming to High Point, something that my club coach always told me was that whatever school you go to, you want to be at a school that if something happened and lacrosse was taken away from you, you still were happy with the school that you were at. And I felt that when I came to High Point because I was hearing great things about the faculty and professors. But the biggest thing that drew me to the school was definitely Coach Boswell, I'd say. She wanted me as a player, but she cared about me as a person. I had a great fall season. I came in and my classes were going great. I was loving school, loving my teammates. And then I came back in the spring and that's when everything kind of picks up a little. We have more run tests and then we're in preseason. My classes were getting harder and I was, not succeeding like I was in the fall, and I was really struggling with that, and I started realizing that I wasn't looking forward to going to practice, or if I was going to practice, I felt this pressure to show up every day and perform perfectly. And then I was feeling the same perfectionism in my classes, and then I was leaving class or leaving practice just completely and emotionally drained. It was really hard at first personally because I was is something wrong with me, and I didn't want to burden my teammates with it. I didn't want to keep burdening my parents with it. I think for about a week straight I left practice every single day, either in the middle of practice or the end of practice, completely in tears. I finally had a meeting with Coach Boswell because she pulled me aside one day during practice and was like, "We have this sports psychologist on campus, and I think she is someone that you should see, someone that could really benefit you." I was open to the possibility that she might be able to help, but I think the reason I was a little closed off was because I thought I was a little afraid of what judgments I was going to get from the people around me, because it wasn't like I was seeing an athletic trainer because I sprained my ankle or going to see an orthopedic surgeon because I tore my ACL. It was no physical injury, and I felt like there was just this, idea around the fact that I was struggling mentally and that it was something I needed to keep to myself. I went and saw Molly, who's the sports psychologist that works here on campus, and I remember going to her the first day and stepping into her office, and after about 5 minutes just completely breaking down and talking about everything that I had been feeling, and her telling me, "This is normal, but we're gonna need to keep working together to get you to the point that you wanna be at." The first step that we talked about was kind of getting rid of that whole idea that everything needed to be perfect. School, lacrosse, relationships, everything needed to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be. So after I had been seeing Molly for a little while, Coach Boswell, I think I was actually the one that brought it up. I was like, I think I might need to redshirt. And we talked about it a little. She had mentioned it prior, but it was the whole idea behind redshirting was that she felt like I was not going to have a successful season in the position I was at because I was just so mentally not capable of having a good season. And I remember I got the letter, and it said generalized anxiety disorder, and I was like, what? I don't have a disorder. I was really shocked when I saw it, and I was, like I said initially, really embarrassed. I didn't want to tell anyone about it. Once I realized that I wasn't just competing to get on the field or to get a spot, it was like I could put so much more energy into lifting my teammates up and cheering on my teammates. This shaped me into exactly who I was supposed to be at this moment in time. It made me so much stronger. It made me so much of a better teammate. I would say the biggest advice I could give would be to not bottle it up and not internalize it. It's not anything to be embarrassed about at all. And just like you would if you had a physical injury, you need to get help. Going through everything I went through freshman year kind of guided me into the path of what I want to pursue as a career. I'm in the process of applying to get my master's in nursing, and specifically I want to be a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. So the way it'll work is I will apply for an accelerated bachelor's, and it will go, some of them I will work after a year and then go back, and then some of the programs I'm applying to, you go straight through, you get your master's, and you graduate, and you are a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, which is exactly what I want to do.